Hello everybody, welcome back. You're watching Sport Federation TV. We carry on talking about sport in the Western Cape, our various sport codes, of course across the various districts. And one of our sport codes that is doing really well in the province and of course province into South Africa and internationally is cycling. Western Cape cycling is just getting stronger and stronger, and we see a lot of the athletes from the various districts actually having been nominated into the District Sport Council Awards, and of course that potentially means that they're going to go to the Provincial Awards and of course onto the South African National Sport Awards. But in studio with me now is Noah September, Western Cape cycling track cycling champion. Did I get that right, Noah?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit about that. Tell me a little bit about track cycling versus the cycling that we see on the road.
So track cycling is basically going in an oval for a certain amount of laps or distance. You don't got gears, you don't got brakes. It's just continuously pedaling.
So you and in the Western Cape, the place that you guys generally cycle is the velodrome. Right?
Yeah.
So how often do you guys compete?
Well, every year the calendar for track changes.
Yeah.
But it's like it'll be once or twice every month, but mainly once a month.
And what about your training? How often do you train? Tell us a little bit about that.
My programs every week is different. Some weeks I don't get a rest day, so I train Monday to Sunday. And then some weeks I will have like one on Friday or Monday, depending on how my schedule is.
Is track cycling, from a training point of view, is it more training or less training than the other cycling guys?
I would say track cycling is less training because it's...
But you're training 7 days a week.
Yeah, but I mainly train on the road.
You mainly train on the road?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't train on the track every day?
No, like once a week, maybe twice a week.
Yeah. So what do you need to do to become a good track cyclist? You're the provincial champion. We're going to talk about the fact that you're going to the Netherlands and representing South Africa in a minute, but how do you become a good track cyclist?
I would say mainly if you're a good road rider, you'll be an excellent track rider, because the training you do on the road helps the training you on track. So to be a good track rider, it's just in the head. So you can't freeze, so just keep going harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that work when you're on the bike? You say on the bike you've got no gears and no brakes.
Yeah.
So is it all then up to how you deal with it physically?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Like in terms of the lap, how do you slow down? How do you go faster? All that?
It's like a back pedal bike, so you can't freeze. So if you try it, like your wheel goes backwards. So that means the momentum of the crank spinning will throw your weight frontwards. So
does everybody have the same type of gear ratio?
So there's set ratios for every age cat.
Okay, so how do you change the ratios?
By blades and cogs.
Okay, so do you have to do quite a lot of work on your bike itself?
Yeah, depending on which race you feel comfortable with, like each gear.
So tell us a little bit more about that from a day point of view, in terms of when you would arrive on the day, how do you set up, what do you have to go through? So
we normally arrive an hour before racing starts, so you can set up, pin your number, warm up, and all those things. But mainly, it's how your legs feel on the day. So if your legs feel good and you're good at riding heavy gears, put it on, because it's just going to help you. So everyone knows me as the guy that rides big gears, because I have a lot of power. So me and a light gear, that don't go good together. Okay. I always have a heavy gear on.
A heavy gear, does that mean more speed or?
It's less cadence. So once you get your legs spinning, it's more speed, yeah. Okay,
so I mean, in addition to road, do you have to go to gym and do other work?
Well, I don't go to gym, because then I put on muscle, unnecessary muscle, and that doesn't help me for road cycling.
Why?
Because if you come to like climbs, you have to push out way more watts than the others. That's lighter.
Okay, so when you're not cycling around the track, you're also doing other types of cycling?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about that.
So, a road's the big one, and then I have TT, time trial efforts on the road, on the time trial bike. And then now and then I go on the mountain bike, but that's once in a blue moon.
All right, so cycling is in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite out of that? I mean, you're the track cycling champion,
Yeah.
but you're telling me you prefer road cycling.
I don't prefer it. It's just I've gotten so used to it that now I enjoy it a lot. But
Yeah.
for me, tracks just it tops it off.
So from a track point of view, how many times around the track do you go? Do you race more than once on a day in a competition?
Yeah, so it depends on the competition. Like Western Cape Champs, you have like 5 races a day, and that varies. Like the distance of it is also up to age cat. But on like a Grand Prix day, you have like 3 races. A Western Cape League, you have 3 races, and then on an SA base, you also have 6.
We sometimes see you guys on the track where you're pulling and pushing each other.
Oh yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I love that race. It's called the Madison.
Is that the Madison?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that that's part of the track cycling as well?
Yeah, me and one of my teammates, Faraz Khatib, me and him's actually the SA champ.
Wow.
In the Madison.
Okay, so and how often do you do that part of the competition?
We never have Madisons a lot. It's mainly at SA track champs because in Western Cape there's too little riders to do Madison.
Okay.
So there's basically no teams.
Yeah. All right, so you got your hands full with cycling. So you guys you've also been selected for the South African team now. You're going to the Netherlands to compete. What competition is that?
The competition, the league's name is the New Generation. So it's the first time I'm going, but there was a team that went this year. I don't know what like all the races we're doing, but it's the races we always do. So it's like scratch race, points race. I think we'll do a Madison, and then we'll do our individual pursuit. Yeah.
So you're going with a few other
Yeah.
teammates as well?
Yeah.
What is the difference between a scratch race, points race, and so on?
So a scratch race is just riding till the last lap. You can do anything in the race.
Okay.
Points race is depending on how much laps it is. You have a sprint lap every 5 or 10 laps, which the points works as if you come over the line first, you get 5 points, and then it goes down to like 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point. So it's only the top 4 that gets points, and the person that has the most points on the end of the race wins.
From a team point of view now, I mean, you're going across as members of South Africa.
Yeah.
Do you guys get a chance to train together? Do you meet each other?
Yeah, so the team that's going, we all know each other because we race with each other. So, but in December now we have I think 2 training camps, and then we will be racing on the 14th of December and the 26th of December.
What happens
together.
on the 14th and?
So we have the Cape Town Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So that's everyone comes from all the different provinces to race it.
Okay.
And then we have on the 26th, I think it's the biggest track event in South Africa, or yeah, it's called Boxing Day. It happens every year.
That's in Paarl, right?
Yeah.
So that's the big Paarl Boxing Day event, yeah.
Yeah.
But that track is different to
it's
the
outdoor.
velodrome. Yeah, it's an outdoor track. How does that feel? I mean, what's the difference between an indoor track and an outdoor track?
A lot of people say an outdoor track suits the roadies more.
Yeah.
But that's also up to your technique you use on track.
So when you guys go there then I mean, tell us a little bit about the Cape Town challenge, and is it people from all over the country?
Yeah, so was it last year? There's a Belgian rider. He rides in the tour, in the pro tour, Jonas Ricketts.
Yeah.
So he comes every 2 years and he comes to ride. So there is people that from different countries that do come, but it's mainly all over from South Africa.
Yeah, and what makes the Boxing Day event so special?
I stick to it. It's the crowd, because all the stands are full and it's shouting there. Your ears are ring by the end of the day.
Yeah. And what about your coaching staff and the management staff? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm in a club called DSV Shift Academy, and their managing style it's awesome, because we have 2 managers, a coach, and then like the owner of the club is Malcolm Lange, and their focus is cycling, but also it's more on schoolwork, also your academic. So if your academic isn't up to par, then they focus on your academics. So there's we have a HQ. They have laptops and Wi-Fi and all that just to sort you out if you are struggling.
So there's a lot of technology involved now. Is that part of your monitoring from a coaching point of view? I mean, we've spoken to Ulrich Coulson and the whole Coulson family. You guys seem to be quite tuned into all the stats, your heart rate and the speed of the bike and all that.
So we are synced in because they just want the best for us, and we also want the best results we can get. So for us, it's just this is what I go like, even for schoolwork and cycling, is what you put in is what you're going to get out.
Yeah. Noah, September, congratulations. You are the Western Cape track champion. You're going to represent South Africa. You're making us all very proud. We'll leave it at that and say congratulations on your performance.
Thank you.
I'm sure that everybody at Fishhook High School is asking for your autograph. And yeah, we'll wish you the best of luck for the Cape Town Championships and the Boxing Day Championships, and then of course the event in the Netherlands.
Thank you.
There we go, folks. Noah September, Western Cape track cycling champion, South African cycling champion in multiple levels, and of course now continuing flying the flag for South Africa as they go to the Netherlands. Folks, that's a wrap for us. We'll see you after the break. Don't go away.